You may have heard about money blocks and the ways that you might be blocking abundance from coming into your life. And today we're going to talk about them maybe in a surprising way to get you past your money blocks and prospering right now. So let's get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dana Claudette. I'm a modern Feng Shui master and founder of the Feng Shui School of Intention, a whole method of Feng Shui that's based on creativity, infinite possibility, and intention to shape your life in ways that are amazing. And just learning how to do this method is life-changing in and of itself. And the way that this method works has a lot to do with what we're going to talk about with money blocks today, because I believe in infinite possibility and I believe that you are not broken right now. So let's talk about money blocks, because this is a big thing. This is a big conversation. I've wanted to do a video on this for a really long time, and I want to just be very clear. There are beliefs that all of us, I could pretty much speak generally here, pretty much all of us have some sort of belief somewhere that we've picked up that is not the most ideal for having tons of abundance. We live in a world full of ideas. We've picked up tons of things from people around us since we were little kids. We have all sorts of things that we've practiced, we've heard, we've been told by others, we've told by our parents, taught in school, all sorts of things. So everyone has something. And yet some people are wildly successful, and some people work really hard and are not. There's a whole discourse in the wellness world that has to do with money blocks, these energetic blocks to money coming into your life. Now, that is an actual thing. However, I think it's overstated, and I think that there's a refinement that I believe some teachers may stress that talk about this, but I really want to drive this home because I've seen it literally destroy people's lives, including my own. And so let's get into how this began for me. I was really straight out of college, really ready to hit the world running. I had all sorts of offers, all things happening, and then suddenly I started running into all of these walls. I started running into all of these obstacles I didn't know how to manage. And so people started telling me, oh, well, it's probably from the way you were raised. It's probably beliefs from your parents. It's probably this, it's probably that. And I was like, oh my God, it probably is. And I was raised with all kinds of beliefs that aren't really helpful for me prospering. So what am I going to do? So I went on this mission to root out every single negative belief, to actually erase it if I could. Every single negative belief I ever picked up that was stopping me from having the things that I wanted, because I could manifest like crazy before. I did a video on visualization, talks a bit about that, and it's a really great video actually to do the things we're talking about in this video, so I will link it below. I did every healer I could find, every process I could find, everything I could find, all from a place of feeling incredibly broken. Because after all, some people didn't have these things because they could make anything they want happen in the real world, which is what I wanted. I wanted all these things, I wanted all this abundance, and I couldn't quite do it. So from this place of being broken, because clearly something was wrong with me, I went, did all this work, and what happened was I became more broke, more desperate, sick, and completely confused. And what I actually did was I found that I had given away all of my power to anyone who could teach me a way to live. If you could show me a way to live, you could have my money. If you could show me a way to live, you had my undivided attention. If you could show me a way to be successful, I would sign up. And I was just, and I don't think any of these people had bad intentions, but I was pulled in every different direction, and the focus was always on what was wrong with me. What was wrong? This is wrong, we have to fix it. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And so I had a laundry list of things wrong. And when they were finally done, in my mind, I was going to be able to manifest all these things that I wanted. And for many of you, this might sound familiar because this is very common. I hear it from so many people who reach out to me and they're like, I've done everything and nothing works for me. And so what happened for me was that I hit complete rock bottom, and the only way up was to get very basic. And so by getting very basic, I became incredibly present. I became incredibly grounded and grateful for every moment. I became incredibly averse to looking at what was wrong with me because I had to heal my body. I had to fix my entire life. I mean, now everything was really screwed up, and before it wasn't. And this was all a product, not of being wild and reckless, but of trying to be wellness perfect and eliminate all the blocks and do it all from a place of being broken. So as I started gaining back all of myself and not dwelling on all the things that might be wrong or what my dad said or what my mom did or what this person told me or what this teacher said, I focused on me and the moment and what I wanted to do. And I got really, really committed to my goals, and my life took off like skyrocketed. I found Feng Shui. I started playing around with it, working with it, creating a whole career out of it that I didn't even expect. All these things happened. I was prosperous, and yet still I had beliefs that weren't really super helpful in the back of my mind somewhere. So I did find ways to work through those from time to time when they came up without focusing on them heavily. I didn't make them an obstacle. I didn't make them the thing standing between me and this. And I just kept prospering all along the way. And it was really, really awesome. So I started sharing that with more people in the Cash Camp, the Feng Shui Money Program, in my clients, and talking to friends and talking to other people. And what we all came to the conclusion of is that you don't need to fix all your money blocks in order to be successful. Because now I've worked with some of the richest people in my community in Los Angeles, and they still have scarcity and fears and all sorts of things, but they're billionaires or they're near billionaires. So what does that tell you? You don't need to eliminate every money block in order to be successful. But here are a few things on an energetic level that you can do every day that will help you to sort of feng shui this area of your life to bring more in. And the first is to focus on being more present in the moment. Dr. Bruce Lipton says that when you are present, you bypass your subconscious mind where all of these money blocks and beliefs are. And you are 100% in a space of your power and your creativity. So show up more fully for the things that you're doing. And when you show up more fully, you can't be stopped. You're unstoppable. This is the number one thing that I did without even realizing it that sort of took my life off in a whole new direction. The second thing is, if you find that these blocks and these things come up, just acknowledge them and move on. Action is the way to practice new beliefs. So don't get hung up on what is there or what was there right now. Okay, great. I'm afraid of this or I'm afraid of this. Acknowledge it. Maybe you have to organize it, deal with it, focus on it to solve a problem, but then move into action, solving it. Focus on the solutions. The other thing that will make an enormous difference is to focus on learning the best practices of what you are doing or you want to do. Focus on learning your talents and skills and developing those talents and skills. Focus on your passions and focus on your creativity. Do things that exercise your creativity for the fun of it, and it will all feed into everything you're doing all day long, all the time, and keep you more present and powerful in the moment. Also, your entire environment is your greatest, biggest vision board. I've been saying this for years, and it's kind of caught on in Feng Shui as a popular phrase. Your home is the greatest vision board of your life. So if you want to bring more abundance into your life, create a more abundant home. And by that, I don't mean having the most elaborate furniture. There are, I think, maybe 40 or 50 videos on this channel packed with ideas to get you started in bringing more abundance into the energy of your home, into the decor of your home, into your space in ways that feel good to you, that don't take your power away. Now, I can't say this enough. Some Feng Shui focuses on things you need to do that don't feel right, that might feel weird, you might not understand. And if any of that is the case, that's going to kind of bring you out of yourself. It's not going to bring you to yourself. Focus on doing the things for your home and the things for your life that bring you home to yourself. Because you are infinitely powerful, infinitely creative, infinitely able to manifest anything that you want. And all you need to do is come back to you. So you may be growing and expanding in your wealth and still realize you have these ideas, scarcity, and I'm afraid, and I don't deserve, and all these things, but you can still keep moving forward. And this is so important. If I had to get rid of every single money block in order to do anything, I would never have accomplished anything. And in fact, in the process of trying to get rid of every single money block before I did anything, I destroyed my life and bankrupted myself practically. I didn't, luckily. I saved myself from the brink of all that and was able to multiply things to a place where I just simply can't believe it. Every single day, I'm like, wow. And I know you can do the same thing because I've seen thousands of people do the same thing. So yes, indeed, you can always cultivate new beliefs and you can do deep inner work, but don't make that an obstacle to your ability to flourish right now. Okay? It's so important. And I so believe in you. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'm going to pin below and link below in the description box the link to the free Feng Shui Money video series, which is all about really opening your home to more abundance, getting rid of the leaks and the things that we can construe as money blocks, and really bringing in more magnetism. And in these videos, you actually make a very special money magnet, so I'm excited for you to do them. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who you want to see prospering with you. There's so many more videos, as I said, all about abundance on this channel, and there are more for you to explore here, and I will link more below. Have so much fun thriving and prospering. Bye.